Hello everyone, welcome to the Abingdon Co channel. My name is Abingdon and today we're going to go over the Katherine model. Katherine came out in 2015 and is our latest addition to our aviation watches. Katherine is one of my favorite watches because of the unique inner rotating bezel, which I'll go over. And for those of you that are pilots, you definitely understand what that alphabet means. We'll talk about that in a bit though. Katherine is the third addition to our aviation line, and it is an absolutely stunning watch that comes in a variety of different color choices, from a 24 karat rose gold to a stainless steel with different colored dials. Also comes in a stunning black and brown plating over the metal. Let's start off with the specs for the Katherine model. The Katherine has a 40mm case size that is 13.5mm thick and holds a 20mm strap. The neat thing about all of the straps in the Abingdon Co line is they are easily removable without any tools. For example, the Katherine will either come with a leather strap or a metal strap, but for any of the straps that you see on our website that are 20mm in width, they will be able to be swapped in and out effortlessly to give you a completely different look and also be there for different environments that you put the watch through. When I fly an airplane or when I go out hiking, I might use two different straps. The easiest way to remove the band is by turning the watch upside down and then reaching around the strap. Use your forefinger and your thumb to pinch the two pins that are at the base of each side of the strap. We also made it easy for you for when you're putting a new strap on by labeling each of the ends of the strap 12 and 6 so you knew which side of the watch to put it on. The material for the case and strap, or if it comes with a leather band, the buckle on the leather band, is 316L stainless steel, which is surgical grade for those of you that have a nickel allergy. The movement is the same movement that we also use in the Jackie style, which is the ever-reliable Japanese movement Miyota FS20. It's a 5-hand multi-function movement with a date. It has an hour hand, a minute hand, a second hand, and then there's a small hand at the 3 o'clock subdial for military time, and then you also have another small hand located at the 9 o'clock subdial as a minute counter for the stopwatch. One thing that you will notice on the Katherine is that the second hand will always stay at the 12 o'clock position, unless you engage the stopwatch by pressing the start-stop button on the top right side of the case. This is completely normal. That second hand is intended to be used as a stopwatch hand. If you do want to tick just like a standard watch with a ticking second hand, by all means feel free to go ahead and engage the stopwatch by pressing down on the start button. To make counting seconds for the stopwatch easier, the second hand is the hand that will count those seconds. It's the longest hand on the watch and therefore the easiest to read. The stopwatch function of the Miyota FS20 movement will count up to 60 minutes to give you plenty of time to make any calculations that you might need when you're using a stopwatch. Katherine has several different color options available. Some of those options will feature a metal strap or a leather strap. Keep in mind though that any 20mm strap on our website will fit the Katherine style, so you can customize it however you wish. You'll notice that there's 4 dots on the side of the buckle of all of our metal bands. These are known as spring links. And the reason for these is because our wrists have a tendency to either swell or constrict when it's summer months or winter months. So you might just need a fine-tune adjustment, not necessarily having to take a link out or putting another link in, but just moving the band in or out almost like a half or a quarter length's width. There is a video that I'll link below on how to change out this pin, but it's just a fine-tune adjustment to allow for those changes in climate where our wrists have a tendency to change. The Katherine is part of our aviation line, and therefore we built the watch to meet the needs of pilots everywhere. One of the greatest features that pilots look for in an aviation watch is strength. The Katherine Aviator style watch has a sapphire crystal with an anti-reflective coating that also has a magnifying bubble window located between 6 and 7 o'clock. The reason we located it down there, as opposed to where you would normally see a magnifying bubble window right around the 3 or 4 o'clock, we did not want to confuse the wearer to think that this is a magnifying window for the date. It's actually for a feature that we have patent pending known as our ATIS bezel. If you are a pilot, you know what ATIS is for. We've been taught it since our private pilot days. But if you're not a pilot, it's a very simple function that pilots use on every flight. ATIS is spelled ATIS and stands for Automatic Transcribed Information Service. It's where pilots get their weather. We have to get the weather information before we take off and before we land. And the way the FAA designates that weather information is by a letter. What we've done on the Katherine is we've taken that alphabet and created a memory aid right around the bezel, so that when you pick up ATIS, you can rotate the letter of whatever the information is underneath the magnifier window. You can keep it in sight easily for when you're ready to call air traffic control. You're not going to find this feature on any other aviation watches, but I can tell you as an active pilot who has flown over the last 2 decades, this is one of the features that I am really excited about because I use it all the time, and so do many other crew members. The bidirectional ATIS bezel is rotated by a crown located at the 6 o'clock position. It has been placed underneath the sapphire crystal in order to protect it and keep it rotating as smoothly as possible for years to come. One thing I think you'll be pleased with is how smooth both the buttons and the crowns work on the Katherine watch. The dial is a genuine mother-of-pearl dial that has superluminova coated hour indices as well as hour hand and minute hand. They glow bright at night with just a quick charge of a light. The water resistance of the Katherine is 165 feet or 50 meters. Though this isn't considered a diver's watch, you are more than welcome to get it wet, take it into the lake, go surfing with it. It's going to be completely fine if you submerge it into water. I would not recommend doing any serious scuba diving with it though. Probably the best feature of the Katherine watch is its versatility. It's a very strong looking watch, but it's very feminine in many regards as well. It's a perfect everyday watch with a solid case, and that beautiful pearl dial is subtle but striking. Wearing it in the cockpit with your pilot's uniform or out on the night with your friends, it works in any situation. This is one of my favorite watches because of its sporty look but still classic appeal. And then with the ability to change the bands, I even have more options. When you purchase a Katherine watch, you might notice that there won't be a manual booklet included in the box. This is because the Abingdon Co is a green company and has actually made video manuals for each of our styles. I'll put a link down in the description below so that you can watch the video manual for the Katherine. But the reason we also did this is because for many of our crew members, they are often traveling and not necessarily at home where their watch box might be. So, by having the video manual listed on our YouTube channel, whenever there's a time change or they want to look up a quick feature on their watch, you can just pull up our channel and it's right there. You'll have peace of mind knowing that the Katherine Aviation Watch comes with a 5-year warranty that covers all manufacturer's defects. Our company motto is that we would rather have you wearing the watch than have it broken in a drawer. So definitely, if something happens, by all means, give us a call and we'll work with you. And that also brings up service. We support all of the styles that we've ever introduced. So if you have any issues with your watch inside or outside of warranty, we have a service link on our website that you can fill out, and we do all of our service in Las Vegas, Nevada. And one of the best things about our service is that we always include a free battery change and cleaning for any watch that comes through our doors. We try to only keep a watch for about 2 weeks, and that includes diagnosing the problem, fixing the problem, and then keeping an eye on the watch for a few days before we ship it back to you. That way we can ensure that when it does get back to you, everything is working perfectly. You can find the Katherine on our website at www.theabingdonco.com, and if you're ever in the Las Vegas area, we do have a showroom downtown. Also, our authorized retailer network is listed on our website, so you can find a store near you. I would recommend calling the retailer ahead of time to make sure that they have the style in stock because from time to time, they do sell out. And then if you ever see us at events, we go to a lot of air shows, dive shows, and car shows. So feel free to come up. We'd be happy to talk to you about any of our styles, and you can try them on before buying. If you'd like to follow the Abingdon Co., please visit our website, download our catalog, and join our newsletter list. We don't send a ton of emails, but every now and then if we have a sale or a promotion, or we have an event that we're going to be at, we'll let you know. And if you do decide that the Katherine or any of our other watches are the right one for you, and you end up purchasing one, welcome to the crew. All of our customers are known as crew members and are invited to exclusive events, special discounts, and are even given some insider knowledge before anybody else. And of course, follow us on all of our social media channels, including Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, and YouTube. Click the subscribe button below and definitely hit that notification bell so you can keep up with all of the videos that we come out with, from our adventures that we have with our customers and crew members to more fun watch reviews like this one. Comment below if you have a Katherine watch and tell me what your favorite feature is. And if you don't yet have a Katherine watch, let me know which feature you like that I went over today. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.